Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I really wanted to come on tonight and just share a few messages for whoever might need some kind of guidance. And it's been a while since I've done a podcast style video. I typically do reading videos and other forms of tarot videos because that is really just the direction I have been feeling pulled to recently, especially over the last year. But when I first started this channel, I used to do more podcast-based style videos, and between my main collective readings and mini readings, I do want to get back into that as well. Now, in this video, I am feeling that this is going to be a bit of a combination. So I am going to be most likely pulling some cards, sharing some downloads, reading into the energies here. But I also just felt this really powerful wave of emotion, and specifically from the Twin Flame Collective. And those of you who have been on a Twin Flame journey, or for many beautiful souls who are part of this community here, I know that the twin flame journey may be something that has activated you spiritually, that played a really strong role in your awakening journey. And then in many cases, I know from reading into some of the collective energies that there are many instances where the twin flame journey has activated you in a certain way, and at this point in time, you may be releasing some of the labels, some of the expectations around that twin flame path, really focusing on yourself. And I know that for some listening, you may be calling in or attracting either a healed connection with your twin flame, if that is what you desire in the physical 3D realm, or possibly a soulmate connection as well. Because one thing that we've been learning collectively along this twin flame path is how to reclaim our power as the true creators of our lives, and in connection with that, especially for those of us who resonate as the divine feminine in the connection. We are learning how to fully tap into and trust that intuitive guidance within us. And for some reason, the word gaslit or gaslighting is coming out. So for many of us divine feminines, we've been gaslit out of listening to our own intuition, whether that gaslighting happened with a specific person within a connection or with society collectively. And so much of this path has been a journey back home to ourselves. And I'm literally visualizing a mirror in my mind's eye. And of course, many of us know that twin flame energy is like a mirror. Now, from one perspective, everyone we meet or connect with in the physical realm is mirroring back to us some aspect of ourselves. But the thing that makes twin flame connection unique is that we are mirrored back instantaneously and in our entirety, meaning twin flames share an identical core soul frequency. So when two twin flames encounter each other, they see themselves entirely and so intensely mirrored in the other that it's highly triggering. The reason for this triggering is because that mirroring is a mirroring of who they are at the core. And while most people would probably like to say that they know themselves, those of us who are on a spiritual awakening path can say firsthand that we may have thought that we knew ourselves prior to spiritual awakening, or specifically for twin flames, prior to meeting our twin flame. But when you go through a spiritual awakening, you make the unconscious so conscious within yourself. You realize that there were so many aspects of your true nature that you may have never revealed or connected with, because so many of society's programs are deeply embedded within our subconscious, meaning we aren't even fully consciously aware of how many ways we may be masking our true soul frequency or hiding certain aspects of ourselves because we were taught to hide them, because we were taught that those aspects of ourselves were too bright or too sensitive or too bold or intimidating. We are reclaiming all of those pieces of the soul, especially those parts of our soul that were again hidden or masked even to our own conscious mind. And that is actually what makes the twin flame journey so personal and so intense. It is not even necessarily the interactions that occur with our physical twin flame counterpart, although those can manifest some of this intensity. It is the energetic exchange. It's the back and forth mirroring. It's the seeing of ourselves so clearly and intensely in a way that most people incarnating on this earth would never be capable of seeing themselves. And this isn't meant to be a derogatory statement towards those who may choose to live in a different kind of state of consciousness, because they have equal free will as well to do that. Some souls choose to have what is referred to as a resting life, or a life where they aren't necessarily exploring all corners of the universe and all aspects of themselves, but where they are simply enjoying the physical human life experience. And again, that is perfectly fine and a choice that they may have made as a soul. But if you are resonating with this video so far, it's very likely that you are a soul who chose to incarnate here to explore the deepest parts and aspects of yourself, and in doing so, to explore aspects of the unconscious collective, because everything within you is without you as well. Everything internal is external. The quote is coming to mind about how you are the ocean in one drop. So I am going to shuffle the cards. I know this has just been a little bit of rambling. I just hope this has brought comfort to someone who is feeling the intensity of their awakening, or again, specifically their twin flame journey. I will most likely be putting the term twin flame in the title of this video so that those who are specifically on that kind of journey will find this and hopefully receive some kind of message of comfort from it, because another trademark of this journey, or really any highly spiritual path, is that there are often many people around you who don't understand what you are experiencing or why you are experiencing it. And in many respects, it can almost feel as though when you awaken, you are capable of seeing a spectrum of color that is inaccessible to those who are still in a less awakened state of being. So it's kind of like the saying goes, it's like trying to describe a certain color to a person who might be blind, very often trying to explain a spiritual awakening or explain a twin flame journey to someone who is at a lower vibration and therefore a lower level of what we think of as consciousness. Although, again, I don't mean this in any kind of a derogatory sense, but someone who is at a lower vibrational state can't access the colors, let's say, of the spectrum that you are seeing. And so when you try to describe your experience as a twin flame or your experience spiritually or your perspective, you can most likely see them completely going blank or shutting down or even projecting judgment. And I don't know why this is coming up so strongly today. I'm guessing that someone in our YouTube collective co-manifested this reading or really pulled it forth because I wasn't even planning on recording tonight, but I felt the urge so strongly to turn on the microphone and share this message. So if this message was for you, let me know in the comments. I love sharing this space and this community with all of you. And of course, if you are feeling a general resonance with the energy that we're creating here, I invite you to subscribe to the channel as well. So anyway, at 11 minutes into the reading, I am going to start shuffling the energy oracle cards. I also felt a bit of sadness coming through and almost some anxiety. So that could be resonating with someone that I'm speaking to. Again, I do feel very specifically, a card just flew out, but we'll get to that in a second. I feel like I'm speaking to a divine feminine soul who is also on a twin flame path, and the word confusing came out. So this experience may be confusing to you. Maybe the twin flame journey specifically has felt really confusing. I'm getting chills all over. There is just such a spiritual energy around you at this time. Something really powerful is taking place in your life, even if you don't fully realize it yet. And hopefully, we will be able to bring forth some details around that. But on this point of the twin flame journey being confusing, if this is something that you're experiencing, whether it's confusion over, am I going crazy? Is this person really my twin flame? Is the twin flame journey even real? Know that having these thoughts and doubts is incredibly normal and does not mean that you aren't having a twin flame experience or that you aren't on this journey. In fact, I would say doubt is a major trademark of the journey for so many people. Even those who have been consciously on a twin flame journey for years or sometimes even decades, even for those, these doubts come up because basically our human physical mind is trying to grapple with this highly spiritual, incredibly energetically intense experience that goes on for the course of not just months, not just years, but it's something that sticks with us. It's something that even when we begin to put a label on it, when we begin to, let's say, refer to it specifically as a twin flame journey, even at that point in time, we are simultaneously trying to navigate the very dense, very intense experience of simply being a human physical embodiment of light, of our soul, while at the same time grappling with the highly spiritual experience of connecting with someone at this very deep energetic level in a way that can oftentimes not really connect or relate at all to anything occurring in the physical world, whether that's anything occurring between us and the person, anything occurring in our day or in our life, we can often feel this energy within us and around us and transferring with us, even when it completely defies logic and reason and doesn't really connect with anything we can pinpoint logically or consciously. So I'm sharing all of this simply to say that if you are resonating with any of this, know that you are not alone. And I also want to say that I have personally been feeling a lot of really charged energy coming through, especially the last couple weeks. And a lot of this has been energy around anxiety. I'm getting that for some of you, this may actually even be leading to panic attacks or just feelings of heightened awareness, heightened anxiety. So I know I'm not speaking necessarily to everyone who will find this video, but I really want to share a few messages from the cards for whoever I am speaking to here. I know this has been a bit of a different video. I will be, of course, posting my usual collective reading. I do post collective readings every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, of course, we will be back here for that tomorrow. But I just want to know, what does the person listening here need to know most at this time? Okay, we have the thinking man upright. So I'm hearing overactive mind, like someone's mind here might at times feel as though it is sabotaging them or spiraling. I feel someone almost saying, at times, I feel like my mind is working against me. What advice can I give to the person struggling with this? We have the hostilities card, and I have to tell you, this is sitting on the third eye chakra. So it's very possible that if you are feeling as though your thoughts are spiraling, feeling a heightened sense of anxiety, this actually could be some form of what we refer to as a psychic attack. Now, I don't really like the negative connotation from that term, but I do feel as though someone's been seeing you, Divine Feminine, representing this goddess of the moon card, very much in your power, in a state of confidence. And I'm hearing that they don't like it. Whoever this person is, they're feeling really triggered, seeing you in your power. And somehow this may actually be transferring a kind of negative psychic energy to you that you could be empathically absorbing here. So I'm going to get some messages from the traditional tarot. What else can I channel about this divine feminine receiving some kind of psychic attack here? Well, for some of you, with Knight of Cups upright, this may actually be related to your divine masculine counterpart, not that they're the ones sending you this energy, but that there could be a karmic around them or someone around them who is aware of you, who is aware of you really being in your power here and is sending you some kind of negative energy as a result of that. Yeah, because here we have the Temperance card in the reverse position. So this card speaks to some kind of imbalance. And I'm almost picking up that there is someone around this masculine who may be unbalanced in some way, maybe disrupting their peace here, someone who is seemingly very controlling or causing conflict. Again, this will not be for everyone, but for a specific feminine I'm tuned into here, there may be a karmic around this masculine energy, whether it's a karmic relationship, a friendship, or some other person in their life who is being very controlling towards them, who is unbalanced at an individual level in some way, and therefore feeling really triggered, seeing you, Divine Feminine, stepping into your power. What else can I channel here? Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So it's almost like you are in this Seven of Pentacles upright energy where you are really meant to be in, I'm hearing, a harvest season where you are receiving the benefit of everything that you've been setting into motion, that you've been planting essentially. And whoever this person is, they seem to be somewhat trying to sabotage this harvest season of your life. It's like they don't like seeing you receiving all of this praise or reward or happiness or growth because of the investments you've made within yourself and your life. So I will be pulling a few final guidance messages from the tarot, but I also do want to share with you that personally I do experience all of these waves of energy myself as well. And because the energy can become very intense at times, I do try many different tools for clearing my own aura and continuing to focus on my own manifestations. And personally, I've discovered that subliminal meditation has been an incredibly powerful tool for manifesting in my own life. Whenever I'm starting to feel some of these waves of energy affecting me, I love to put on a subliminal, and I find that they really clear my energy and raise my vibration. So I am now sharing my own personal library of subliminals through my app, Sound and Soulful. As you can see on the screen, on this app I have over 130 subliminals for essentially every area of life. And when you sign up for a 7-day free trial account in the app, you can access any of these subliminals I've created. You can create your own custom private playlists, and you can even read the affirmations while you are listening. So, specifically for the reading today, especially if you are a divine feminine, I would most highly recommend my subliminal called the Awakened Divine Feminine, because this is really designed to help you balance your internal energies, tap into that effortless flow state, magnetism, where you can manifest your heart's desires with much greater ease. And this will also generate a highly attractive and generally magnetic energy around you as the divine feminine as well. So the link to download my Sound and Soulful app is in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video, and you can find the Divine Feminine Subliminal specifically in the Twin Flames category on the app. So as I was shuffling, I actually pulled karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So it's very interesting we're getting this card because right away that tells me that the masculine in question here is most likely dealing with or clearing out some kind of karmic relationship. I see this card as a sign of confirmation since that came up earlier as well. And I'm going to see if I can get another card from the Starseed Oracle. I also have to say that the words soul growth are standing out very strongly. So I'm seeing that a lot of growth is actually coming out of this karmic connection, that I'm hearing the masculine is opening their eyes to whatever this connection or person is. they are realizing the truth about them, and that realization of truth is actually going to be radically expanding them at a soul level. With the secondary card, you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. I have to say, Divine Feminine, I see this really being your energy. This feels like a perfect closing card for this reading, but it does seem like your energy is almost coming up against opposite energies at this time. Your divine energy, in a sense, is being shown in extreme contrast to any karmic people or energies, and that could be creating a lot of triggering that at times could be projected onto you. So, all of that is just to say, you are not going crazy, especially if you've been feeling some of this heightened intensity lately. You are just shining your light so brightly that to some it can be a bit triggering, but of course, really prioritize your self care at this time now more so than ever, and know that the right ones will always see and recognize and honor you in that true power and that embodiment of your soul. So I really hope this reading was helpful to someone. If so, I would love for you to subscribe to the channel. You can also follow me on Instagram at Magnetize Yourself. And of course, I will be leaving a link to download my Sound and Soulful Subliminals application in the pinned comment and description box underneath this video. Otherwise, I am sending you all so much love. Take care, have a beautiful remainder of your day, and I will connect with you here again in the next video.